sunshine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking, the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sunshine in the day.
We picked up this hummus yesterday and we've already nearly eaten it. So delicious. If you see it, you must try it. We always get it for parties and everybody comments on it. Anyway, elephant in the room. My hair is now darker. I went from the light to probably now too dark, but I'm happier with it darker, to be honest, and a little bit more natural. I am kind of hoping that it does lighten a little bit within the next few weeks, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I think actually it's looking darker there. I don't know why in that light. It does still have some lighter bits going through it, but this is probably quite close to my natural colour, which I think maybe one of my first few videos years and years ago you will see my natural colour, but I haven't had it this natural colour in a very long time. Anyway, going off on a tangent about that, this week I have quite a bit going on. I didn't film yesterday, which was such a shame because I had a day of just like lots of different appointments and I had my hair, and to be honest I was absolutely exhausted by the end of the day. And then we had our dance class, and by the time that it came round it was like after work for Ollie. I had to go and pick him up and it was a total rush, but we are going again next week and we have to practice in between, so I'll try and show you a little bit. It was so much fun. We had such a great time, and honestly neither of us can dance and we're both a little bit stiff, so hopefully it gives us a little bit more confidence with our first dance. We got to hear it with our song, which was really nice. One of the things was that because we picked a bit of a, I don't want to say different first dance song, but not many people would have heard of our first dance song. In fact, barely any. So we didn't really know how to dance to it. I know that sounds ridiculous, but immediately this wonderful lady who we're having the dance lesson with kind of like picked up the rhythm. Obviously we don't have much rhythm because we can pick it up and decide how to dance to it. So that was really, really fun. And then the most exciting thing probably is that my friend is coming back from Australia, so she's coming to the wedding and she's tied it in with coming back. She hasn't seen her family in years with the situation, so she is coming back for a whole month, but she's doing it to coincide with the wedding, which is just amazing, all the way from Australia. And I'm seeing her on Saturday and I can't wait. It's only going to be brief because obviously I'm taking up a lot of her time with the wedding, and she's going to try on her bridesmaid dress, which would be really nice. We've got Father's Day on Sunday where we're going for a nice meal and the boys are going to be trying on their tuxedos. And then I've got should be the final look of my dress on Friday. So to be honest, this week is just a bit busy. So I really wanted a bit of a slower few days where I can just organise, kind of have maybe a little bit of a reset. I got into some food this morning, and because the weather is so amazing, I'm going to be getting out in the garden. This was a project that I thought I would do in the next few weeks, but I always overestimate what I think I can do. So I think I'm going to start it in this video, but then I'll probably do maybe a bit of a bigger garden makeover video later on in the summer. So let me show you. At the same time, I'm going to be doing washing. Our grass desperately needs to be cut. Yeah, but it is so beautiful today. I feel like I have to be outside. So we did clear this area and put down weed killer. I know everybody feels differently about weed killer, but we have so many weeds that we really just wanted something that would get rid of them for once and for all. And we have, our grass is basically weeds. Let me show you. It's more weed than it is grass. So as you can see, most of this now has died. There's a lot of construction going on, so excuse that. But this area is the area that we're going to use the most over summer, probably, as well as the back end. But it's so nice to be able to just come out here and sit. And it's quite a good size, but it is so messy. I mean, the paving needs to be changed in the future, but we just want to clear it up. I have been getting some new pots, which I want to fill. I got this lovely one to go on the table when I was on my hen do from Dalesford. They're all, that will come back. Yeah, lovely wicker pots to go out here. This needs some pruning. Grass, which is just weed. Basically this area. Sink is starting to bloom. My anemones, but I mean, these aren't weeds, I'm pretty sure, but I think some of these might be. This is definitely a weed. Who knows, I might have to just leave it a little bit wild. This everlasting sweet pea I got from Waitrose, and it desperately needs tying up. This was from last year and it came back. They're not scented, which is a shame, but if like me you just don't have the time, it goes wild without you having to care. And then, oh my gosh, just spotted the most exciting thing. Shouldn't have worn socks down here, but oh well. Our jasmine is flowering. Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's quite noisy out there because our neighbours are still doing their extension. It should be finished in July, but doesn't look it to me, but what do I know? Excuse my hummus there. But this is the first year in this house that we have this area, this access to the garden and this paving. So I'm so excited, especially because I often sit here and I've got this lovely view going out, and at the moment it's not that lovely. So first things first, get rid of the weed, and then I am hoping to jet wash these, and then we're going to be filling in all of these gaps so that hopefully we don't get any more weeds back. Then I can put the table back there and we can go out there and enjoy it. I could have had my hummus out there instead of in here in the sofa. It's still just beautiful with the doors open though. And I am going to get dressed because this isn't the most sensible for gardening. I actually decided that it may help if I got a tool that was on a pole so that I'm not leaning down the whole time. And also I do need a plant for that pot, so I'm at the garden centre first.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, thunderstorm or lightning strike as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Saw you paint a picture of a face, a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard to move on. You haven't changed, you stayed the same. But if you did, I'd still love you anyway. I'd give you the world like I promised I would.
It's the next day and it is so much brighter out there now. The paving is looking so much better. My shoes I left outside because they were soaking, so were my feet. But all day cleaning to have a slug come along and do that. How frustrating. But I think I'm basically finished up for now. Where there was that puddle the other day, I had to wait for that to dry, so I'm going to have to get rid of that today. You can kind of see, hopefully, the difference. It's another really beautiful day. From here it really does look quite different and a lot brighter. I am actually really tired today after yesterday. We also had a call with our photographer and we keep getting quite late nights at the moment. But today with the patio, I kind of need to leave it anyway because I want to put some wet and forget on it. We bought that for our front garden and what would you call it? Like edging stone or like the stone that goes around our front garden? I'm not even sure. Kind of like edging stone. We bought it for that and it really worked. So I'm hoping that it gets rid of some of the more of the black marks on the paving out there. Then I can start to fill in all of the gaps. But that wet and forget has to be left. I probably need to leave it to dry for a little bit. And it's really nice to wake up to sunshine today and see that patio. Imagine us, hopefully at some point, sitting out and eating breakfast. That's something like weird, I know, it sounds ridiculous. You'll understand if you've lived in a flat or something. But we've had that area and we've not been able to use it for things like breakfast because our lodgers had it privately. And it's not, you don't really wake up for breakfast and think, oh, I'm going to make my breakfast, walk out the dining room and walk right to the back of the garden to eat my breakfast. Well, obviously we're too lazy to do that. But just opening that door and sitting there, you would. So yeah, I can't wait to have that area. I actually would love to ask you guys. We are having a bit, not like, it's not that much of a dilemma, but I don't want to buy any new garden furniture at this point because I still don't know how the garden's going to be long term, but I would have loved to have like purchased a bit of a sofa to sit in because we've got 2 lounges at the end and then we've got a really big dining table, so we don't need that at this end. I would have loved like maybe a 2-seater sofa and 2 little armchairs, but they're so expensive. Like I kept looking, I love like trying to find a bargain online, but I kept looking and it seems like really very much with garden furniture, you get what you pay for. And the garden furniture that's cheaper does look a bit nasty and isn't really the best quality. Found something that I quite liked from Dunelm, but it was like a wood effect, but it was aluminium. And I was like, oh, that's just going to scratch so quickly. So if you guys have picked up anything, there's nothing secondhand. I've tried Facebook Marketplace and eBay. It seems like they're all full of scams at the moment. Today, I'm actually doing a lot of wedding admin. We've had our our florist. Can you tell I'm tired? Probably not the day to be making decisions, but she's at like a wholesale supplier and she's picking up. I'll show you some things that we're not going for. Now, I didn't realise that a florist did all of this, so I didn't quite know if I should ask her or not, but she's been amazing. So she is picking up things like, okay, you can't see anything there, sending me photos of cones for the ceremony. These aren't ones that we're going for. Baskets for the little flower girls, and also ribbon, but there should be one. Yeah, we're not going for these because these are a bit autumnal, but beautiful colours. They're like a velvet. So I've been going through, that's been quite fun, like picking all of those this morning and making a few final decisions on that. I used to get questions as to whether I would get overwhelmed with decisions with renovation, and to be honest, like it was sometimes hard, but not really. With a wedding, so many small, ridiculous decisions, and I'm well aware that they're ridiculous. Like, does it matter? No. Is it going to make our marriage any better? Of course not. But yeah, you just get dragged into it a little bit. I'm also testing some perfumes. I do not know what perfume to pick for the wedding day. Again, does it matter? I don't know whether I wanted something new. I have a lot of perfumes that I like. I love the Penhaligon's Helvetii. I love the Jo Malone Amber, is it Amber Musk and something? And I really wanted to try some Erin fragrances, so they're Estee Lauder. And if you're in the UK, you might not have heard of them much because they're really hard to track down. So we live in the southwest of England, and the closest place for me to be able to go and test them was London. I tried everywhere. I even tried Cheltenham, all of the different stores like Boots, John Lewis, House of Frasers, couldn't find them anywhere. And so I got in contact with them, and I couldn't quite believe what they said. They basically said, order the fragrances online, try them, and send them back. And I was like, really? Is that okay? But their customer service was absolutely amazing. So I did order quite a few. I'll show you because it's kind of fun. I ordered the Mediterranean Honeysuckle, which came in a close second, especially because we're getting married in Italy and it's quite light and not too floral. This one here, I don't even know how to say this. I'm pretty sure it's based off the Aegean Sea, so Aegea Blossom. And it's like the perfect beachy fragrance, like that I would keep if it was just a normal holiday, but I didn't quite think it was classic enough for a wedding. This one I thought would be perfect for Italy. It's basically like a lemon fragrance, but it is so lemony. If you like lemons, you'll love it, but it just smells like lemon. Same with this one, the iCat Jasmine. It smells exactly like jasmine. I love jasmine, but it's a bit too, I don't particularly like fragrances that just smell like one component, and both of those do. And then the rose, which is probably the most wedding-y, but I don't love rose. And I wanted to try it because I thought it could be more of an oudi rose, which it is. It's kind of doesn't overly smell like rose, but it's still too much rose for me. So I'm thinking of keeping the one that I didn't show you, the Amber Musk, which is by far my favourite fragrance. But the only thing I will say with them is that they aren't that strong. And I think maybe for my wedding day, I might need something a bit stronger. Any suggestions? Quite like Chanel, but I think sometimes they can smell a bit like powdery and old. They also gave me a sample of this one, which I haven't tried, the Cedar Violet. Probably a bit too floral for me. Am I fussy with fragrances or what? I just haven't tried enough. That went right down my throat. Haven't tried enough in the last few years. I actually haven't bought a fragrance probably in about 3 years. So I feel a little bit clueless as to what to pick. But I love suggestions, especially if you like warmer fragrances like me. Also, I'm thinking of doing now with, I feel like I keep mentioning the wedding, but it's just, you can probably tell, like it's very on my mind right now. In the next few weeks, I'm thinking of doing a Q&A video because when we're packing to go away and when we actually go away, I want to still be putting up some videos for you guys, but I'm not going to potentially have the time to do actual vlogs. So I thought a Q&A would be good, and any other sit down videos or any kind of like quick videos that you would like to see over that time, just so that you see me rather than not seeing a video, let me know. Actually, you know what? That Cedar Violet is now growing on me. I feel like I'm really nattering this morning, but I'm going to sign this one here, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope that you're all good. I know that some of you just want to see all of the DIY videos, and they will be coming back at some point in the future, but for now, I really want to lean into this wedding season in our life. My mum keeps telling me, this is a once in a lifetime, you're only going to get married once, Laura, and enjoy it and put some time into it, and that is what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. But I promise, of course, home stuff will be coming at some point. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.